Marshfield League, and then her parents created Marshfield Fast Pitch. Her favorite softball beat Spash in the sectional semifinal to move on to the final in the playoffs before state. It was the farthest Marshfield had ever made it in the playoffs in a long time. Advice that she would give to younger players: it takes dedication, communication, time management, and knowing how to be a good teammate to make varsity. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Courtney plans to attend Des Moines Area Community College for softball, majoring in athletic training. Our next senior, number 7, Madeleine Borenbach. Maddie started her softball career at the age of 6 in Stratford T-ball. Her favorite memory was hitting a walk-off home run to win the opening game at Madison Field against DC Everest and hitting 2 home runs in the Spash sectional semifinal game last season. Advice for younger softball players that Madeleine would give: work through the tough parts, embrace the growth, enjoy the journey, and be fully invested. Maddie plans to continue her academic and softball career at the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, majoring in exercise and sports science. Our next senior, number 11, Sydney Neumeyer. Sydney began her softball career at age 8 playing in Marshfield Fast Pitch. Her favorite memories are traveling to tournaments in different cities and states with teammates and family. Advice for younger players that Sydney would give: work hard even if you think your efforts are going unnoticed. They will pay off in the end. Sydney plans to attend the University of Wisconsin-Madison, majoring in biomedical engineering. Our next senior, number 14, Lauren Jacoby. Lauren started her softball career with Marshfield Fast Pitch when she was 7. Her favorite softball memory is being splashed for the first time in a long time her freshman year. A piece of advice she would give to younger girls is to work hard even though no one might be watching, and never compare yourself to others. Lauren plans to attend UW-Wisconsin Stevens Point and will be majoring in either agriculture or criminology. And our final senior, number 16, Brooklyn Bowman. Brooklyn began playing softball when she was 8 years old through Marshfield Fast Pitch. Her favorite softball memory was the playoff run in her junior year. Advice that she would give to young softball players: it's important to work hard and always give your best effort. Brooklyn plans to attend the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse with an undecided major. And now, seniors, you have a special message from the underclassmen, presented by Lily and Aya.
After this year, these seniors will be leaving us, but these seniors are a special group of girls. They've been playing together since they were 8 years old. And even after those 10 years, they've managed to not get tired of each other. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed. All jokes aside, the bond between these girls is hard to find. Those little girls playing for a summer league matured into caring, funny, hardworking, and resilient young adults. All of us underclassmen have gotten the privilege to play with these girls, and they treated us with respect and guided us. They led the way and shared their knowledge. They have prepared us to fill their shoes for when they leave. They are turning a new chapter in their lives. Will we be sad when they leave? Yeah. But whether it's playing college softball, furthering their academic career, or joining that slow pitch league on Thursdays, they will be moving on to bigger and better things. The Marshfield High School softball program deeply appreciates the time you guys have put in over these 4 years. So, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you Maddie Voss, thank you Sandra Costa, thank you Courtney Donahue, thank you Madeleine Borenbach, thank you Sydney Neumeyer, thank you Lauren Jacoby, and thank you Brooklyn Bowman.
Marshfield High School, class of 2022, your hard work, dedication, sacrifice, and leadership have been essential to this team and program and an inspiration to our future Tigers. Best of luck in whatever your future holds, and in the immortal words of Dr. Seuss, oh, the places you will go.
What to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
When you want to win games, you look for an expert. Here's two-time national champion, Coach Jack Bennett.
I may know a few things about basketball, but I'm a rookie when it comes to vehicles. I trust the team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers to call those shots. They're professionals. Remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Go with
All right, welcome in everybody as we welcome you into another Wisconsin Valley Conference softball action here in Marshfield, Wisconsin on Zaleski Sports. My name is Jacoby. Glad to be with you here tonight, and tonight it's the Marshfield Tigers, the first place Marshfield Tigers in the Wisconsin Valley Conference, hosting the DC Everest Evergreens for the second time this season. Marshfield took down the Evergreens earlier in the year. That was back on April 27th. And Marshfield beat the Evergreens 13-1 in that one. If Marshfield were to get another win, another conference win here tonight, they would clinch an outright Wisconsin Valley Conference title. They've already clinched a share of it. If they won tonight, they would clinch the conference title outright. Of course, they clinched that share last week against Spash in Stevens Point. And they're looking to clinch it outright here tonight. It's also senior night for the Tigers. We just showed you the senior night ceremony for the Tigers as they honor a senior-laden Marshfield team. Madison Voss, Sandra Costa, Courtney Donahue, Madeleine Borenbach, Sydney Neumeyer, Lauren Jacoby, Brooklyn Bowman, all seniors for Marshfield, as the final week of the regular season here in the 2022 WIAA softball season. And now we'll go through lineups. First, we will start with the DC Everest Evergreens, as they will be up to bat first, so we'll go right down their order. Leading off out in left field, it's Sydney Spear. At the 2 spot, it's center fielder Kierra Hammond. Batting third, it's the first baseman Paige Kislow. At the 4 spot, it's catcher Caitlyn Kressel. She's catching tonight. At the 5 spot, it's the shortstop Dakota Witucky. At the 6th spot, it's right fielder Lily Jessen. At the 7th spot, it's second baseman Lexi Crawford. At the 8th spot, it's designated player Taylor Friedel. And at the 9th spot, third baseman Riley Zulegger. And pitching, not in the lineup here tonight, it's Addison Cluck. And now we'll go through. In just a moment, we'll go through the field, but for DC Everest this season, they're 9-7 overall, 6-5 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. That's good for 4th in the conference. They are coached by Katie Shelfer, are the DC Everest Evergreens. As they finish out the lineups here, right outside of Marshfield High School here in Marshfield, Wisconsin. Again, coached by Katie Shelfer. And now we will go through the Marshfield Tigers. We'll go through the field for Marshfield, getting the start at pitcher. It is Courtney Donahue pitching tonight. And out in the field at catcher, it's Madeleine Borenbach. At first base, Sandra Costa. At second base, it's Madison Voss. At shortstop, Ashlyn Barwick. At third base, it's Lauren Jacoby. Out in left field, Sydney Neumeyer. In center field, it's Brooklyn Bowman. And in right field, it is Shyla Brogan for the Marshfield Tigers. As they finish out the lineups here in Marshfield. The Tigers looking to close this conference race out and take the title outright. But as they finish up lineups here in Marshfield and they'll have the national anthem, we'll step aside and be back with the first pitch in about a minute and a half right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has. You know, my best interest in mind always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
It's no secret that there's very low inventory at most dealerships. However, at Wheeler's Family Auto Group, we have the perfect opportunity to get you into a new vehicle. It's as easy as setting up an appointment, checking out what's currently available at one of our 4 locations. If we don't have it there, we can actually look and see what's coming in. But the easiest is to order your vehicle. The lead time is 12 to 16 weeks, and we can get you in a new ride. It takes about 25 to 30 minutes. Stop in and see one of your local Wheeler's sales consultants.
All right, welcome back, everybody, as the national anthem has ended here in Marshfield, and we get set to start things off. It'll be DC Everest up to bat first. DC Everest up to bat first, and again, Marshfield comes in at 15-4 overall, looking to keep it going here to end this season and the regular season and get a run going in the playoffs. Last week of regular season softball here in the WIAA 2022 softball season. Of course, Marshfield 9-1 in conference play. They lost to Wisconsin Rapids last week. That was their first conference loss of the season, but still in a commanding position atop the Wisconsin Valley Conference. And again, a win tonight would clinch the outright conference title for the Marshfield Tigers. 9-1 in conference play. They're coming off a win here at home against Mosinee last Friday. Going to be looking for another win here tonight. Again, Marshfield beat this team 13-1 earlier in the season on the road at DC Everest. And leading off for the Evergreens is left fielder Sydney Spear. Donahue on the mound. That one swung on right to third base for out number 1. Nice play by Lauren Jacoby, heads up play. And 1 pitch and 1 out to start things off here in the first inning. Out of the 2 spot in the order quickly, it's center fielder Kierra Hammond. That's called strike one on the first pitch. Nobody on and one out to Hammond. And Donahue's been a steady hand on the mound all season for the Tigers, and that's strike two. Quickly 0-2 to Kierra Hammond. That one's outside and high for ball one. The 1-2. That's one's way high for a ball over the glove of Madeleine Borenbach. Of course, Madeleine, our Highlight House player of the game last week at Spash. Marshfield was able to clinch again the share of the conference title after beating Spash last week. And that's a called strike three on Kierra Hammond, and the first strikeout of the evening for Courtney Donahue.
Now batting, number 16, Kislow.
Head into Fleet Farm during their spring yard prep event. Pick up everything you need for lawn, garden, and patio. Save on fertilizers, lawn equipment, patio furniture, grills, and more. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Paige Kislow up to bat now, the first baseman. It's 0-1 to Kislow. And she slaps that one out into deep left field. It will be into the wall. And this is going to be a double for Paige Kislow, and she got all of that one. It looked like for a second Neumeyer out there in left field might be able to get under that one. Kind of hung up in the air for a while, but able to hit the wall, and it's a double for Paige Kislow, the first hit for the Evergreens. Now the 4 spot, it's catcher Caitlyn Kressel. That pitch outside for ball one to Kressel. 2 outs with a runner at second. Donahue on the mound, Kressel at the plate. And that one is swung on, hit to third. Jacoby throw to first in time for out number 3. So Kressel grounds out to end the first inning. 1 hit for the Evergreens. They leave 1 stranded. A strikeout for Donahue. No runs scored. 0-0 after 1/2 of an inning. We'll be right back after this on Zaleski Sports.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
Welcome back, everybody. It's 0-0. The Marshfield Tigers now up to bat. It was a double for Paige Kislow in the first inning, but came with 2 outs and unable to bring Kislow in. Or the Evergreens. And now it's the Tigers' shot at it. Again, 0-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. As it will be Brooklyn Bowman, the center fielder, leading things off for the Tigers. The 1-2-3 spots, Brooklyn Bowman, Courtney Donahue, and Madeleine Borenbach tonight for the Tigers. And on the mound for the Evergreens, it's Addison Cluck. So it'll be Cluck on the mound, Bowman at the plate. Bowman, one of those graduating seniors for the Tigers. Again, this is a senior-laden Marshfield group this year here in 2022. Cluck on the mound, leadoff hitter Brooklyn Bowman. First pitch hits the edge of the strike zone, 0-1 to Bowman. The 0-1. That one's low and outside for ball one. The count evens up at 1-1 to Bowman. The 1-1 here from Cluck. That one swung on, fouled back and out of play into the netting for strike two, and it's 1-2 now to Brooklyn Bowman. And that is hit again, fouled off, out of play into the swampy water out there. Still 1-2 to Bowman, who's battling here at the plate. Outside pitch, ball two. Count now 2-2 to Brooklyn Bowman. Leadoff batter for the Tigers. That one's high, ball three, and Bowman has battled all the way back to have a full count. 3-2. After it was 1-2 to Bowman. The full count pitch, that's going to be fouled off right in the exact same spot. Fouled it off last time. These are balls into the muck out there behind left field. The 3-2 pitch, swung on again, and yep, right there again. 3 balls out into the deep ditch area, and looks like some kids are going to maybe go diving through the water, try to grab it, and that's ball 4. So Bowman fights her way to a walk at the plate. What an at-bat there from Brooklyn Bowman. Now to the 2 spot in the order, it's the pitcher, Courtney Donahue. Addison Cluck on the mound, runner at first. No outs to Donahue. Low and outside, ball 1. So 1-0 to Donahue with the runner at first. That one fouled back. Count evens up at 1-1. Bowman stealing second. The throw on target and on time as they catch Bowman trying to steal second, and that is out number 1. It's now 2-1 to Donahue with nobody on and 1 out. And a swing and a miss on an outside pitch from Donahue, or from Cluck rather. And the count evens up at 2-2 now to Donahue. Swings on that one, and that one catches the net. Otherwise, that one might have been right into the same spot that Bowman was hitting those foul balls into. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss from Courtney Donahue, and it's a strikeout for Addison Cluck, and it's 2 outs and 2 batters.
Now batting for your Tigers.
Now to the 3 spot in the order, it's the catcher, Madeleine Borenbach. Again, Borenbach, she had the home run against Spash and Stevens Point last week. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. It's our Highlight House player of the game last week against Spash, and that's a called strike too, so Borenbach quickly behind in the count, 0-2. The 0-2 from Cluck. That one's high for ball 1. Swing and a miss from Borenbach to end the inning. And back-to-back strikeouts for Addison Cluck sends the Tigers away in the first with no score. 0-0 after 1. We'll step aside, be back with the top of the second inning right after this on Zaleski Sports.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Gorski's of Mosinee is open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. with homemade pizza. Gorski's has a full menu of breakfast items to help start your day right. With a full menu of lunch and dinner items, anytime is the right time to choose Gorski's. In a hurry? Call Gorski's ahead of time at 715-693-4001 and get your order to go. Seniors and veterans take advantage of Gorski's 15% discount. Appetizers, soup, salad, burgers, sandwiches, pizza, and fish fry Fridays. It's all at Gorski's of Mosinee on 450 Orbiting Drive.
All right, welcome back, everybody, as we get set to start the top of the second inning. We're tied at zeros here in Marshfield with DC Everest up to bat, and it'll be the 5, 6, 7 spots in the order, starting with shortstop Dakota Witucky. Witucky looks at a strike on the first pitch. (0-1), and that is hit out into right field, but foul. And the count goes to 0-2. Witucky quickly behind in the count. So 5, 6, 7 here in the inning for the Evergreens. Witucky, Lily Jessen, and Lexi Crawford due up for the Evergreens. Donahue, 0-2 pitch. That one's high for a ball. The 1-2. Swung on and chipped back foul. Witucky stays alive. The 1-2. Outside, ball 2. Now to Witucky, and the count evens up at 2 apiece. Swing, and say she made contact? Yes, she did. So Witucky fouls that one back again. She continues to battle at the plate. The 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. It's the edge of the strike zone. Donahue with her second strikeout of the evening. Now to the 6th spot in the order, it's right fielder Lily Jessen. Jessen swings and misses on the first pitch, and it's 0-1. That one is hit to second, throw to first in time for out number 2, and Jessen grounds out. 2 up and 2 down thus far here in the second for the Evergreens. Now to the 7th spot in the order, it's second baseman Lexi Crawford. Crawford up to bat with nobody on and 2 outs. Swings on the first pitch, right to second again. Throw to first in time like clockwork for the Tigers there, and it's 3 up and 3 down for the Evergreens. Still scoreless after an inning and a half. We'll step aside, be back with the Tigers up to bat right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Welcome back, everybody. As you just heard from our friends over at Scotty's Pizza, big thanks to the great folks over at Scotty's, as it's time to get back to work. It's time to find a great job with great pay at Nicolay Construction. Nicolay Construction of Marshfield is a well-established, family-owned business with a welcoming environment for you to be a part of today. Find year-round work in carpentry, concrete, steel, and excavation that has you home every night. Stop in and see Brad or Rob at Nicolay Construction on East 29th Street in Marshfield to get started. Get back to work with Nicolay Construction. For the Tigers here leading off, it's the 4, 5, 6 spots. Lauren Jacoby, the third baseman, up first. Then it's Sandra Costa and Shyla Brogan due up for the Tigers. 0-1, grounded to short, throw to first in time for out number 1 as Lauren Jacoby grounds out to start the inning.
Now batting for the Tigers, number
The Tigers
2,
starting off a little slow here tonight. Thus far. I say that and could have a few runs scored in the next 5 minutes. But Costa grounds that one to the mound. Throw to first, not in time. And that's going to be an infield base hit for Sandra Costa in the first hit of the night for the Tigers. But again, we think back, I'll keep referencing back to that Spash game. Marshfield put up 4 runs in the first inning of that one when they clinched the share of the conference title. And that one bunted down, and that is right to third for out number 2. But at the end of the day, Shyla Brogan does her job and gets Costa to second. Great play made there by the third baseman, Riley Zulegger, for the Evergreens, quickly coming up to make that play for out number 2. And it's Sydney Neumeyer, the left fielder, up to bat, and she swings and fouls that one back on the first pitch. 0-1 to Neumeyer with Costa at second and 2 outs. The 0-1, called strike 2. Count quickly 0-2 to Neumeyer as Addison Cluck having a nice start to her evening on the mound. The 0-2 from Cluck, swing and a miss, and another strikeout for Addison Cluck, as that's 3 outs here in the second inning. Cluck has 3 strikeouts in this one. Still at 0 after 2 full innings. We'll be right back after this with the Evergreens up to bat right here on Zaleski Sports.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no one-man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Welcome back, everybody. As it's a quick out to start things off for the Evergreens here in the top of the third. Taylor Friedel, designated player, grounds out. 8-9-1 spots due up for the Evergreens. As we have one out here in the top of the third. Nobody on for Riley Zulegger, the third baseman. Batting out of the 9 spot. Inside pitch, that's ball number 2. Now to Zulegger. The 2-0. Swung on, fouled back into the netting for strike 1. The 2-1 count to Zulegger. That one outside, make it 3-1 now. Donahue needs a strike here. Nobody on and one out to Zulegger. And she grounds that one over to short. Throw to first in time for out number 2. And a quick 2 outs. Quick 2 outs to start the third inning here. As we go back to the top of the order with leadoff batter Sydney Spear, the left fielder. That pitch outside for ball 1. 1-0 to Spear. Spear popped out, or actually she had a line drive out right to third, her first at bat. And this is going to be a base hit right up the middle for Sydney Spear. The second hit of the game for the Evergreens, the first for Spear. She's now 1 for 2, and she sits at first. Now it's Kierra Hammond. Hammond, the center fielder. Hammond struck out looking her first at-bat back in the first inning. And she swings and misses on the first pitch. 0-1 to Hammond. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, grounded over to second. Throw to first in time for out number 3. So 1 hit, 1 left stranded. Nobody scores for the Evergreens. After 2.5, it's zeros. We'll be back after this with the Tigers up to bat on Zaleski Sports.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you, and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and more than just awards.
Welcome back, everybody, as it remains 0-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. Madison Voss up to bat. She looks at a ball on the first pitch for the Tigers. It's the 8-9-1 spots due up for the Tigers, and that's a strike. 1-1 now to Madison Voss. And that one misses. It's a close one, missed. Ball 2. 2-1 out of Voss, her first at-bat of the evening. It's been a pretty quick moving first few innings. Not a lot of hits. So the count evens up at 2-2. Two and two here to Voss. That's a high pitch for ball 3, and the count now runs full to Madison Voss. Inside pitch, that one's fouled off down the first base line. As the count remains full. Again, Cluck has 3 strikeouts. That's fouled off again into the netting. Just the one hit for the Tigers thus far. 3-2 pitch and a swing and a miss from Madison Voss, and that is strikeout number 4 for Addison Cluck. And that's out number 1. The leadoff batter, Madison Voss. Now to the 9 spot in the order, it's shortstop Ashlyn Barwick. Barwick's first at-bat. Swings on the first pitch, grounds it to third softly. Throw to first is in time for out number 1. As Barwick grounds out on the first pitch, and it's a quick 2 up and 2 down thus far. Back to the top of the order. Center fielder, Brooklyn Bowman. And Bowman, her first at-bat, she had a nice at-bat. She was down 1-2 in the count, ended up being walked. But then she was thrown out trying to steal second. And she looks at a ball on the first pitch. (1-0). That's an outside pitch. 2-0 now to Bowman. The 2-0. Swung on, grounded to short, throw to first is in time for out number 3, so it's a quick 3 up and 3 down here in the bottom of the third for Marshfield. Will step aside, scoreless after 3 innings. We'll be back with the Evergreens up to bat right after this on Zaleski Sports.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
Welcome back, everybody. We start the top of the 4th inning, tied at 0. DC Everest up to bat, but first, H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield is hiring. If you are a hard-working individual, then we need you. Do you want a solid company that offers top wages along with a very generous benefits package? Then check out our open positions at H&S. Our benefits include health, dental, life, and disability, plus 401k, cash bonuses, $2 shift bonus, and a substantial vacation plan that has you earning vacation from your very first day. We are looking for welders, painters, and assemblers for both first and second shift. To apply online, Google us at H&S Manufacturing or log on to hsmfgco.com. First pitch outside to the leadoff batter here in the fourth inning. Paige Kislow, the first baseman. Kislow, a big swing and a miss. On the next pitch, evens up the count at 1-1. Swings on that one. That's popped up in foul territory, and it will land foul out there in left field. And the count now runs to 1-2 to Kislow. Both these teams trying to get the bats going at the plate right now. Just 3 hits combined thus far. That's fouled off. A hard hit ball, but fouled off into right field. Out of play. So the count remains 1-2 to Kislow. Donahue on the mound. 3-4-5 due up for the Evergreens. Kislow being the 3. That one's outside for ball 2. Count evens up at 2-2. It's Caitlyn Kressel and Dakota Witucky due up next. Out of the 4-5 spots for the Evergreens. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Kislow goes down swinging, and it's strikeout number 3 for Courtney Donahue.
Now batting, number 20, Kressel.
Caitlyn Kressel now up to bat. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out. She fouls that one off. And it's 0-1 now to Kressel. And that one is popped up into shallow, way shallow, into the infield for out number 2. Madison Voss on the catch.
Now batting, number 15.
And a quick 2 up and 2 down thus far. The Evergreens looking to avoid their second 3 up and 3 down inning of the evening. Dakota Witucky, the shortstop, will try to keep it going. She struck out looking her first at bat back in the second inning. And she looks at a strike on the first pitch. That one's fouled off. Now the count's 0-2 to Witucky. The 0-2 pitch. Witucky, that's a base hit. Out into right field. And there's a chance I may have spoken too soon, because if Charlotte Brogan would have been able to come up with that ball cleanly, she may have been able to throw her out at first. But nonetheless, not able to, and it's a base hit for Dakota Witucky. She's now 1 for 2. Now to the 6th spot in the order. It's right fielder Lily Jessen. Jessen's 0 for 1 with a ground out, and she looks at a ball on the first pitch. Swing and a miss on pitch number 2, and the count evens up at 1-1. That one's popped up out of play, foul. And it's now 1-2 to Lily Jessen. That one's low. Count now 2-2 to Jessen. Two from Donahue. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it for inning number 4. Strikeout number 4 for Courtney Donahue as Jessen goes down swinging. Still zeros, 3.5 innings through. We'll step aside, be back with the bottom of the 4th right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think
Well, everybody, a little bit of technical difficulties there. Sorry about that. But Courtney Donahue had a leadoff base hit for the Tigers, and it's now Madeleine Borenbach back up to bat for the second time tonight. But again, it's Donahue with the leadoff base hit to get things started here for the Tigers in the bottom of the 4th. Their second hit of the game. Borenbach struck out swinging her first at bat. She looks at 2 balls. The 2-0. Called strike 1 to Borenbach. That one's high for a ball, and Donahue's going to steal second. Rather, we have a courtesy runner for Donahue. It's Liliana Anaya. So Anaya now at second. Borenbach looks at strike 2, and the count now runs full to Madeleine Borenbach. And we know Borenbach's got the power. Batting out of the 3 spot. Swings on that one, and there's some of the power right there. Does it stay fair? No. It falls foul. But Borenbach back to the plate with the full count. And nobody else, and a runner at second. So Marshfield in a prime position to capitalize and put up some runs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Cluck on the pitch. Outside for ball 4, and it's an errand pitch. And that's going to allow Anaya all the way to third. And Borenbach takes her base.
Now at the plate for the Tigers.
And we now have runners at the corners for the Marshfield Tigers with Lauren Jacoby, the third baseman, due up out of the 4 spot. So Marshfield in a prime position to take a lead here. The bunt down, but fouled back by Jacoby. Jacoby trying to get 2 runners into scoring position there. And depending on where Everest goes with the ball, could potentially get herself on base as well. Oh, 1. High pitch for a ball. Count now evens up 1-1 to Jacoby. Check swing, and a good check swing by Jacoby because it's a ball. 2-1 now the count with nobody on and runners at the corners for Lauren Jacoby. The 2-1. Called strike 2. Count evens up at 2-2 now. We're still tied at 0 here in Marshfield. 2-2 pitch. And that is swung on. That's a base hit. It will bring in a run. Lauren Jacoby with the RBI base hit to give the Tigers their first run of the evening. Yana brought in.
At the plate for the Tigers, number 2, Sandy Costa.
Borenbach heads to third, and again, it's an RBI base hit for Lauren Jacoby. Sandy Costa now up to bat for the Tigers. Costa had a base hit, her first at-bat. Jacoby's heading to second, and a bad throw to third, and Marshfield's going to get their second run of the game. Off the E2. So Borenbach comes in to score. Jacoby heads to second, and Costa faces the 1-0 count, make it 1-1. So Marshfield getting it going here in the fourth, taking advantage of an and that's fouled off and caught for an out. So that's out number 1. Costa fouls out.
Number 12, Shyla Brogan.
Shyla Brogan now up to bat. She grounded out her first at bat and will sacrifice bunt. And it's 0-1 here. To Brogan. Runner at second with 1 out. And that is hit to second. Throw to first in time. Throw to third not in time. But Brogan grounds out.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 11, Sydney Neumeyer.
Neumeyer fouls that one back. Neumeyer struck out swinging her first at-bat. So we have a runner at third with 2 outs for Sydney Neumeyer, but the Tigers already have put up 2 runs here in the 4th inning. Broke the cold spell, swing and a miss on a pitch inside. And it's now 0-2 to Neumeyer. The 0-2. Outside for a ball. And it's now 1-2 to Neumeyer. One-two pitch, fouled back. Neumeyer stays alive in the count. The runner at third and 2 outs. Cluck still on the mound for the Evergreens. And that is absolutely blasted. No, it kind of hangs up there. That one looked like it was going to go a lot farther. That's an out as Neumeyer flies out to center field. Looked good, kind of hung up in the air, but nonetheless, the Tigers score 2 runs here in the 4th inning on 2 hits. They leave 1 stranded. Marshfield up 2-0 after 4. We'll be back after this on Zaleski Sports.
I had an employee once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Right, welcome back, everybody, as we have a chance to hear from another one of our great sponsors here at Zaleski Sports. Hawkins Ash CPAs is the certified public accounting firm that is big enough to serve you but small enough to care. Accounting professionals in the firm's Marshfield office provide local tax and accounting services and are backed with the resources and support of 9 other offices and more than 150 team members. Contact Hawkins Ash CPAs in Marshfield for all your tax and accounting needs. Visit them online at hawkinsash.cpa to learn more. DC Everest, the Evergreens, up to bat. Leading off, it's Lexi Crawford, the second baseman, and she looks at a ball on the first pitch. 1-0 to Crawford. That one swung on. Is it going to get into the gap? It will. It'll be a base hit out into center field to start off the inning for Lexi Crawford. And Marshfield got it going at the plate. Their last inning, maybe it's the Evergreens now potentially finding some rhythm. Out of the 8th spot, now it's the designated player, Taylor Friedel. Shows bunt, but pulls it back in time. It's now 1-0 to Friedel. Puts the bunt down, throw to first, in time for out number 1. Crawford advances to second.
Now batting, number 14, Zuliger.
Runner at second. Hit right to Donahue to first. Out. For a ground out, that's Riley Zuliger, who grounds out. Having some technical difficulties with the scoreboard here, so bear with us.
Now batting, number 4, Spear.
But it is 2-0 with 2 outs. And it's the leadoff batter, Sydney Spear, up to bat. She's 1 for 2 with a fly out and a base hit. All right. That is hit hard, and that's going to fall out into right center field. It's an RBI base hit for Sydney Spear. And ball rolling around. Spear's going to get all the way to third. But it will be an RBI double for Sydney Spear. And it's now 2-1.
Now batting, number 23, Hammond.
DC Everest cuts in to that Marshfield lead, and they're not going to make it easy on the Tigers here tonight. Runner at third now with Kierra Hammond up to bat. Swing and a miss to Hammond. 1-1 now to Hammond. The 1-1 pitch from Donahue. Swung on into center field and caught for out number 3. But DC Everest puts up 1 run. They get a couple of hits, leave 1 stranded. It's 2-1 Marshfield. After 4.5 innings, we'll step aside and be back with more Wisconsin Valley softball right after this on Zaleski Sports.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Welcome back, everybody. 2-1 Marshfield. It's the Tigers up to bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning. But first, Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. It's Madison Voss to lead off here in the 5th inning for the Tigers. The 8-9-1 spots due up for Marshfield. Madison Voss, Ashland Barwick, and Brooklyn Bowman. 0-1, make it 1-1 to Madison Voss. Again, the last 2 half innings, we've had the first run scored from each side. That one's fouled off. See if the Tigers can keep it going here in the 5th. And that's called ball 2. The count evens up now at 2-2 to Voss. Two pitch. Swing and a miss. Madison Voss strikes out for the second time tonight. 1 out now. Here in the bottom of the 5th. To the 9 spot in the order, it's the shortstop, Ashland Barwick. Barwick's 0 for 1 with a ground out. She grounded out back in the 3rd inning. Nobody on and 1 out to Barwick. Cluck on the mound. With 1 out to Barwick. Low for a ball. One 0 now to Barwick. That's swung on, grounded right to Cluck at the mound. Throw to first is in time for out number 2. So a quick 2 up and 2 down.
At the plate for your Tigers, number 16, Brooklyn.
Back to the top of the order, though, for the Tigers. It's center fielder Brooklyn Bowman. Bowman is 0 for 1 on the evening. She was walked her first at-bat and grounded out in her second at-bat in the 3rd inning. First pitch is high to Bowman. The pitch. Called, strike 1. Count evens up at 1-1 now to Bowman. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled back out of play. And the count now runs to 1-2 to Bowman. The 1-2. That is whacked out into left field. Pop fly is caught for out number 3. So Bowman flies out to left, and it's a 3 up and 3 down inning to end the 5th. So after 5 full innings of play, it's Marshfield up 2-1 on DC Everest. We'll be back with the top of the 6th inning right after this on Zaleski Sports.
It's no secret that there's very low inventory at most dealerships. However, at Wheeler's Family Auto Group, we have the perfect opportunity to get you into a new vehicle. It's as easy as setting up an appointment, checking out what's currently available at one of our 4 locations. If we don't have it there, we can actually look and see what's coming in. But the easiest is to order your vehicle. The lead time is 12 to 16 weeks, and we can get you in a new ride. It takes about 25 to 30 minutes. Stop in and see one of your local Wheeler's sales consultants.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Welcome back, everybody. Top of the 6th inning. Jacoby here on the call. DC Everest up to bat, and a big swing and a miss on the first pitch from Paige Kislow, the first baseman. 3, 4, 5 spots due up for the Evergreens, and it's Kislow, who's 1 for 2 on the evening, swinging and missing. Another big swing and a miss from Kislow. She's going after these pitches here to start this inning. Kislow had a double her first at bat and then struck out swinging in the 4th. Been a good one thus far. That one's fouled back and went off the helmet of Borenbach. The 0-2 count to Kislow. Pitch is high for ball 1. 1-2 the count now. One-two pitch, and that is hit hard into left field, but foul out of play. So count remains 1-2 to Kislow. Donahue potentially looking for her 5th strikeout of the evening, and she's got it. A swing and a miss for Paige Kislow for out number 1, and it's Donahue's 5th strikeout.
Now batting, number 20, Kressel.
That'll take us to the 4th spot in the order with catcher Caitlyn Kressel. Kressel's 0 for 2 at the plate this evening. She grounded out and flew out in her 2 at-bats. Looks at a ball. 1-0 here to Kressel. Swings on that one, grounds it over to short. This is a long throw from short and a high throw. I'm thinking in E6. We're going to give it a hit. All right. Give it an infield hit.
Now batting, number 15, Witucky.
So Kressel with her first hit of the night. As the Evergreens down 1 with Dakota Witucky, the shortstop, now up. She's 1 for 2. Struck out looking in the 2nd. Had a base hit in the 4th. And a runner at first with 1 out. Oh, 1 the count to Witucky. And the count now evens up at 1-1. The 1-1 from Donahue. Swing and a miss. Throw to first, not in time, but count runs to 1-2 now to Witucky. Again, this was scoreless going into the 4th inning. Then Marshfield had the 2 in the bottom of the 4th. Evergreens had 1 in the top of the 5th. And the count evens up at 2-2. That one's low for ball 3, and the count now runs full to Dakota Witucky. A long at-bat here for Witucky. Full count pitch. That's fouled back, and that one may have hit the umpire's face mask. Guess that's why they wear them. Also a reminder that coming up next is a Nasonville Dairy post-game show, or at the conclusion of the game, I should say. That one's fouled off, but Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. Go to NasonvilleDairy.com. It's Kressel at first, as Witucky continues to stay alive at the plate. Donahue. That is swung on and hit out into right field, but caught for out number 2. As it was Shyla Brogan making the play out there in right field, able to get under the softball for out number 2. Kressel, so Manlick at right field, thank you. Brogan in left field. So Manlick with the catch out there in right field. It's now Lily Jessen, the right fielder, up to the plate for the Evergreens, 0-1. That one high and away for ball 1. The throw to first, and that's going to be a stolen base for Kressel. She kind of faked out Borenbach a little bit there. Looked like she was coming back to first, and almost simultaneously as Borenbach was throwing to first, she ran to second and steals the base. It's 1-1 to Jessen, and Jessen, that's shallow to first base for out number 3. So Jessen pops out to first for out number 3. 1 hit for the Evergreens. They score none, 1 stranded. It's 2-1 Marshfield after 5.5 innings of play. We'll step aside and be back with the bottom of the 6th right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood. Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, back here to Madison Field. Big thanks to Cale Jacoby for getting us a couple inches from the finish line. Cale's going to stay on and produce. Jason Zaleski here to take you the rest of the way. And Donahue starts with a fly ball to center field, and that is caught by Kierra Hammond for out number 1.
Now batting for your Tigers,
Madeleine Borenbach now, as the Tigers sure would like to have an insurance run here as they head to the top of the 7th as they look for their first outright conference championship since 1997. 3 outs away from doing it, no matter if they score here or not. 3 outs from something that's been 25 years in the making. It's a long time. It's a long time. Older than Cale. Cale wasn't even born when the Tigers were last outright conference champions. And I was 4 years removed from that high school over there. They couldn't get me out soon enough. But looking to be, these Tigers looking to be part of history tonight. Cale was there when they claimed a share of the conference title. Now, long story short on that, we jumped the gun by half a game because one of the sites we rely on, the information pieces, had some records wrong that night. But anyway, no matter the Tigers against Everest tonight, or if it had to be Wausau West on Thursday, have already claimed a share of the conference title. They could lose out and still be conference champions, but that is not the way they want to go out here in 2022. They'd like to do it right here at home. Thursday's game will be at West. They'd love to do it here at home. Brand new, I think we can say that if it's under 5 years old. Brand new Madison Field. Second year it's been played on. But they'd like to do it right here at home. The first outright conference title since 1997 as Borenbach goes down swinging. 2 up, 2 down. And Lauren Jacoby now. Jacoby responsible for batting in Donahue back in the 4th inning. So an RBI to her name already for Jacoby. And looking to get on base here and extend the inning. And Tigers would love to find a run here in this inning, if they can. If not, it'll be Donahue to close it out against Evergreen's 7, 8, 9 hitters. So all in all, Tigers have everything they want to accomplish right in front of them right here, right now. The 0-1, they're right down Main Street for strike 2. Packed house here at Madison Field. I just showed up here from northern Wisconsin, listening to Cale's masterful job on the way here. This one is hit in the gap in right center. That's going to get down. And Jacoby will turn as the center fielder overran the ball. And a 2-out double for Lauren Jacoby. So Sandy Costa now with an RBI opportunity. But yeah, big thanks to Cale for doing a great job on the broadcast. Milwaukee Brewers used to do this. They would alternate announcers during the game. For me, it made it really confusing. And they might still. I don't listen to the radio. So yeah. Who's talking now? Who is it? So Cale Jacoby took you through the top of the 6th. Jason Zaleski here to take you the rest of the way. Win or lose, I'll be on the field post-game in our Nasonville Dairy post-game show to talk to Coach Becky Linsmeyer. Because win or lose, there's a big event happening tomorrow. It's seed meeting tomorrow. Tigers would like to have a 2 seed. Depending on the outcome here, it's possible that a 5 seed, but this is going to drop. Costa gets it to drop. Here comes Jacoby, and the Tigers have the insurance run they're looking for. They go up 3-1 in the 6th. RBI base hit for Sandy Costa. Will the 2 runs be enough to hold in the top of the 7th? Or can Marshfield find more? And more in outfielder Shyla Brogan is possible now with Costa down to second on the throw. Runner stays in scoring position for the Tigers. Anyway, a seed meeting tomorrow. Marshfield with a win here today, going in to claim a outright conference championship, should be able to bring home the 2 seed. Now, you've got human beings involved, and human beings are dumb sometimes and don't think straight. Well, it'll be full computerized starting the next school year, starting in August. Yeah, football and basketball got it right. It proved that the WIAA supercomputer knows exactly what it's doing when it selects seeds. And this will be the last year that human beings can intervene and screw things up. But hopefully tomorrow, first it starts with the Marshfield win now. We'll be able to claim the 2 seed. Now, Cale, check this out. You got Superior, who is also in their group. They are 14-2. Half of their games have been teams from Minnesota. So how do you compare Minnesota wins and losses to Wisconsin wins and losses? I don't know, but they're going to attempt that tomorrow at Wednesday night. We'll find out those seeds late on Wednesday. Stay tuned to ZaleskiSports.com for that. We'll keep it here. You probably played plenty of commercials. Yeah, we'll just keep it here. So Brogan rolls out for the final out. Tigers now 3 outs away from their first ever outright conference title. So I wrote this, and VIP readers get to read about this at Zaleski Sports right now. So you got Superior. So if you've never been to a seed meeting, let's start with that. So you got 14 coaches in this meeting tomorrow. Way too many. 14 people yapping and yammering through the whole thing, most likely, right? I don't know. I find it difficult sometimes to get to a decision with just 3 people in a room, let alone 14. So how it works is alphabetically usually. you go through and you get a minute to describe your team and what kind of seed you want and provide an argument for whatever it is. So Chippewa will come in and they'll say, yep, we're 20-1. We beat everybody except for that one. And that one was a really good team in Middleton and blah, blah, blah. We're the 1 seed, and they are. And then you're going to have Superior come in and say, well, yeah, half of our teams were from Minnesota. We beat Hibbing and Cloquet. And because of that, we think we're better than Marshfield, Wisconsin Rapids, and Spash. Like, how can you even make an argument like that? But that's what Superior is going to do. The supercomputer knows already, and I've got a supercomputer on my shoulders. And I've got Marshfield as the 2, Superior as the 3, and you're going to have to go to ZaleskiSports.com and read the rest. I got all 14 teams in the bracket in our VIP, and VIP readers have been reading it all day long, finding out about that. This one, scooped by Jacoby at third, across to Costa in time for the out. So Crawford retired. Friedel now. Taylor Friedel will come in. 0 for 2, a pair of groundouts for Friedel. The Tigers 2 outs away from doing something they haven't done in 25 years. As Katie checks in on the broadcast. Hey, Katie. On deck is Riley Zuliger. Outside, miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Friedel. So yeah, that's how it works. All 14 get a minute or so to argue their case for whatever seed they're asking for, and then you'll always have that last team that says, "Yeah, we're just here for the free crackers and cheese." You already know we're the 14 seed. Yeah, crackers and cheese. It's not the worst thing to show up to a place to get. Although a lot of these, I didn't ask Becky, it really doesn't matter, but some of these now are virtual. You get on the Zooms, and then you have to eat your own crackers and cheese and say, yeah, we're the 14. I'm here for an hour, and we already know we're the 14 seed. Same for Chippewa. We here for an hour, we already know we're the 1 seed. As a swing and a miss, Friedel goes down swinging. Tigers 1 out away from history.
Now batting, number 14, Zuliger.
So Riley Zuliger, a pair of groundouts, 0 for 2. Tigers have to deal with the Greens 9-hitter to close it out. Here's Costa. A little bit of nerves, a little bit of adrenaline, a little bit of whoopsie. Again, I will be on the field talking to Coach Becky Linsmeyer. And should the Tigers win, our Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Game, all coming up in our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Stay tuned. 1 ball, no strikes to Zuliger. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Congratulations. Pacelli Cardinals are outright Central Wisconsin South baseball champions tonight. They beat Rosholt. The 1-1. This one is hit right at Malik, right field, and that'll do it. The Marshfield Tigers, for the first time in 25 years, are the Wisconsin Valley Conference outright champions here in 2022. Coming up next, our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. NasonvilleDairy.com. I'll be on the field with Coach Becky Linsmeyer and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Game coming up right after this on Zaleski Sports. Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So.
There we go.
Good. Here in our Nasonville Dairy postgame show, Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. Coach, we'll start with you. I heard you tell the girls, and they remarked, we get to hang this one up in the gym. Outright conference title. Just tell us about that. Think back to that first day of practice or equipment handout, and now you're here, outright conference champions tonight.
Yeah, it gives me goosebumps. I'm excited for them, but I'm also excited for the people that have come before me and our players. We have a strong program here in Marshfield, and we have coaches like Mike Voss and Danny Costa and Wayne Hamlin and Pete Kapleen, who have built this program and sustained it. And then we have players from the 70s, 80s, and 90s and 2000s that are part of this program and who have worked hard to get a conference championship. And so to do this in the last 24 years, first time in 24 years, it's for them too, and hopefully our girls can enjoy it, but we're not done. We're not satisfied, and hopefully I told them we're going to come back tomorrow ready to work even harder.
You got a playoff seed meeting tomorrow. I don't think anybody would dispute that Chippewa has earned the #1 seed in your group. You are the only other conference champion on that those top 5 teams. Is a 2 seed, is that it? Are you going to stay in there and fight and bring home a 2 seed? Is that the goal tomorrow?
I would like to, yeah. I would like to go for, for a 2 seed and see where the chips fall. I've never been a part of a seeding meeting, so it'll be interesting for me to be a part of that. But, I'm going to go home and do my homework as well on all the teams in our sectional, and I don't see why we can't be a 2 seed. I feel we're justified. We've played some good ball. We're a conference champ. I think we should be rewarded for these girls' hard work.
You got my vote. I wrote about it earlier at ZaleskiSports.com. So you got my vote there. You're going to have to fist fight Superior and New Richmond. Yep. Yours is virtual though, so in the olden days you could really, exactly. don't throw any punches, right?
No, exactly.
Yeah,
do it from my desk.
Well, good luck in your meeting tomorrow. Good luck at your next game on Thursday, and playoff right around the corner. Good luck the rest of the way.
All right, thanks, Jason.
Bringing our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Sandy Costa, big hit in the 6th inning.
Yeah.
Kind of put that insurance run on. Tell us about that at bat and why that was important to get that 3rd run here tonight.
It was really important for Courtney. We needed that extra run to kind of give her a little bit more confidence here at the pitcher's mound. And my mentality's always been see ball, hit ball, yes, 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 all the way through. And that's what I did tonight. And I got to give it to Everest. They have a great freshman pitcher. So our approach at the plate tonight was just take it easy and one pitch at a time.
A lot of people here watching,
Yeah.
A lot of people online watching. This was a big moment for this team, something you've been building for a while, you and these girls. Just tell us about that accomplishment. You think back back to when you were a little Sandra Costa all the way through, and then to have this. Just tell us about that experience.
We've been dreaming about this since we were 12 years old. I mean, we have built each other up and torn each other down and made friendships, lost friendships because of it. But, we've always stuck together. We've always come back to the one spot that we always needed, and that was softball. And, anything that we need in life, we always go to each other. So.
Road game on Thursday, and then you'll be back here to start your playoff run. It's possible, if you win, it's possible you'll spend all 4 playoff games here in front of probably even a larger audience. So tell us what it's like, the home field advantage at your own field. You played on it this year, or last year, now this year, and maybe a whole bunch in the playoffs. What kind of an advantage is it to play here at Madison Field?
The fans, for sure. I mean, all the parents and students and everyone that comes out to play and, just watch us and cheer us on, it really helps us. Plus, we're familiar with it, so we just hopefully we have that to our advantage next week.
Sign over there says senior night. Big night, right? Tell us about that.
It is. It's been a long road for sure. COVID year kind of hit us and we're like, it's never going to come. And then here we are, 2 years later, and I'm celebrating with 6 of my best friends in the entire world. So, I couldn't be more proud. Excellent.
Microphone's yours.
All right.
Camera's up there. Kale's going to zoom it in probably. I'm going to get out of the way. He thinks we're good, so I'm just going to move out of the way.
All right.
I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1. I'm
All right.
Sandy Costa, and I'm on the house.
All right.
Ready, Kale? Good? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Sandra Costa, and I'm in the house.
There you go. Congratulations.
Thank
Good luck
you.
in the playoffs.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we'll wrap it up from here. Kale Jacoby did a great job the first 6 innings. I came and interrupted the whole thing, and here I am now. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night. We've got 5 other games that are live right now, or 4, sorry. Pacelli, by the way, Pacelli baseball, outright conference champs, Central Wisconsin South. Spash right now in baseball is fighting Wisconsin Rapids for a conference title. That game live right now is ZalewskiSports.com. Steve Maves on the call. Go turn it there. Have a good night, everybody.